Sitting down today with Keon Boone, man. Got
Yes,
Keon Boone in the
sir.
studio. What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
fam?
What's good? Good. Not much. I'm blessed. Blessed to
Man,
be
you
here.
are hot on the Miracle Child experience right
Yes,
now.
sir.
We got Just for Fun 2 coming out
Yes,
soon
sir.
in
Yes,
about 2
sir.
weeks. You
Yes,
excited
sir.
about it?
Excited, man. I'm excited. It's some work that I kind of had already like put together, but
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it's something I feel like the supporters been wanting to. You know what I'm saying? So just to give them something cool,
Yeah,
cool and
yeah.
fun. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So talk to me, man. We got you back in the A
Yeah.
where we say some of this started,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
High
Definitely.
school,
Mhm.
your testimony, about all the different things you got into right before
Yeah.
the Lord saved you, man. Talk about being back here for some time and then what's going on with you.
See, in Atlanta, I like to come down here nowadays because I know, I'm really on like assignment. I'm on assignment now,
Yeah.
so I do everything for the Lord down here. So
Mm-hmm.
it feel like low key new because I'm down here doing stuff that I'm used to being out here getting in trouble and
Yeah.
being with the wrong people, doing drugs, selling drugs, being with girls. And so like coming down to Atlanta, not getting in that lane at all, it feel like new and refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Pure, like
Mm-hmm.
my mind in the right
Mm-hmm.
places, and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Just I'm working, keeping God first, and letting God lead me to just my next steps and what I got to do next, and just not being up here for too long, but just
Yeah.
what I'm saying, for what I need to be down here for. Yeah, because when I used to be down here, it was just I was just doing stuff I wasn't supposed to be
Nah,
doing,
man, we
in
got you
trouble.
covered, man. That testimony is long behind you.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You got a crazy testimony, man, about how God saved you when you were in your mother's
Oh
womb,
yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
stopped breathing,
Mhm.
and then from when you got into high school and you
Yeah.
got into some trouble, and then the
Mhm.
Lord showed you a way out.
Right.
I believe you call it life or death,
Life or
and you
death,
chose life.
for sure.
Talk about what that's been like for this journey with the music and everything that God has shown you so far.
Just what is it? What is it? Speaks for itself. It's life. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing nothing but prospering.
Mm-hmm.
With obviously the help of the Lord. Just prospering, seeing what life can be like when I walk along His will and with His path, and just seeing the like I like to tell people I seen the proof, like, because a lot of people, you talk about what God can do, read the Bible of what He can do. A lot of people ain't experienced that proof, so they don't really, like, the faith be lack sometimes, or like
Yeah.
they don't really believe too much because they ain't seen the proof yet. But it took me one time for God to just say, all right, look, I just showed you this. So
Yeah.
I couldn't never look back no more. I could never, like, ever look back no
What was
more.
that one time?
That one time was when
Mm-hmm.
literally, like, I was finna get evicted from my crib, and
Okay.
this is back when I'm in Florida.
Okay.
So I'm making me, or I'm working a job. I'm working a long job, but I'm still getting off work, putting in time, like on my TikTok live, making music, just staying up.
Mhm.
Like, it's getting bad for my health. Like, I'm going to work for 12 hours, getting off back in the studio for like 7.
Mhm.
I gotta wake back up again just to go back to
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
So I'm doing that like constantly. But it was one day I was just like, I saw this sermon. It was by Miles Monroe, and basically
That's my
basically
guy.
what he said, on the verge of, basically, like, if you're not doing what your calling is, of
Mhm.
100% what your calling is, then
Mhm.
basically you're on that road to death. Basically, like, and it sounds crazy, but basically, like, you're if you're not walking to what God called you to do, then you're not walking. You just walk into a life that's gonna lead you to death. So I seen all that, and I was putting all into perspective, and I'm praying on it, like, God,
Mhm.
I know this job ain't for me. Like, I know, like, a job, like, I'm blessed to work. I'm blessed that I have a job, but I
Yeah.
know it's just not for me. So it was just one day, like, I really just praying, and I had quit my job with no money. Like,
Ooh.
I got like $200, and then rent coming up in 2 days,
Yeah.
like literally 2 days, and I'm just like, God, like, I get evicted right now doing what you want me to do. Like, I serve you full time, and get evicted if this is what you want me to do.
It's
Two
crazy
days
faith.
later, crazy faith. 2 days later, I just opened my distro kid, like my music account,
Mhm.
2,500 in there, just in there, and I'm just like, that's just one thing for me. That's just faith. I'm leaning on faith. I'm like, God, I'm
Yeah.
doing this for you no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
I made that decision. So,
Mhm.
and God, like, so since you made that decision on obedience, look, this is what I'm gonna show you right here. So just so you can get an idea that serving me is your calling, like, with what you do. And I saw this verse, 1 Corinthians 10:31, I think, that
Mhm.
basically, do everything you do for the glory of God, whether you eat,
Yep.
drink. So I said, well, I make music, so I'm
Absolutely.
not doing it to glorify Him. I'm doing something wrong. So, like,
Yeah.
I seen that. That was my first like instinct of just
That's
proof.
crazy.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
So yeah.
how surreal was it when you started doing music on TikTok with a
Yeah,
thousand followers,
yeah, yeah.
and then overnight it's like
It was
15,000
crazy.
show up?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was. I just knew the proof. That was also the proof of the Lord right there. But that just the Lord way is the way. Cause I said,
Hmm.
all right, God, like it was my first Christian snippet. Like I said, I posted the one Christian snippet. I'm like, dang, that's all it took. Like
Yeah.
just me to give everything to God. Like it changed literally overnight. And it's funny too, cause some people will notice.
Yeah.
Not everybody noticed, but some people like on my Snap. I used to be on Snapchat back then, like just when I
Oh.
had the friends and stuff. And I told my Snapchat, I just made like a little post. I was like, bro, I don't care, bro. I'm finna grind, bro. I'm like, watch I have 10K followers by the end of this month. I just said that just to say it. This
Hmm.
not even fault. That's when I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And literally like, well, as soon as I started following God, I posted, I posted a snippet, and
Yeah.
and it was like one more day left for me to make my goal of 10K, but or whatever. So I posted one snippet, and the next day I had like 15K, like from 1K,
Jeez.
like literally. So it was just crazy, like just seeing it, like I'm just like,
That's
wow, like.
crazy. I didn't even know you could make. Can you make money off Snapchat? You can't, can you?
Nowadays, yeah, but like
Okay.
you gotta have like one of them verified Snapchats, yeah.
Verified accounts. Okay. I
Mhm.
didn't even know Snapchat was still around, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
it'd be for the young folks. People don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, man. That is amazing. Like, so when did you decide that you were gonna go like all the way in and just like seeking after like all the different success models, like the labels, everything? When did you decide like God was telling you that this is full time for
Like
you? This
music,
is,
period.
yes, music period.
Um, that same
Yeah.
time I seen that's what I felt like it was for me.
Hmm.
Cause really, and I heard this saying that like you I don't know if it's in the Bible, but I heard this saying a lot just through sermons that you basically you find your talent, your gift is hidden within you,
Hmm.
like it's hidden in your heart. So like if it's something that you just feel or like if you feel like God leading you to and you praying about it and you know this was so that always been music for me.
Oh yeah, he'll give
Like
you the
even in
desires of your
secular.
heart.
Like so even in the secular, I knew
Hmm.
that music was for me, and it just I don't know, just following God and
Hmm.
surrendering everything to Him and saying like God, I want to follow you, just made everything more clear. Just like
Yeah.
all right, well I'm not just gonna stop making music because I serve God. So like now that I serve God, I'm just do everything that I did, but for Him,
Right.
and then
Right.
I'll glorify Him and His glory will come through it, and I'll be blessed by Him instead of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
cause the devil can bless you too, like
Oh
in a way.
yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure. For
saying?
sure.
So,
For
yeah,
sure. I've heard you say before that when you were doing secular music, nothing popped off.
nothing.
Like God wasn't giving you any kind of like nothing like
Nah.
that. And then the minute you started doing Christian rap, it was just like it took off immediately.
Mhm.
Talk to the folks out there that are kind of stuck in their ways about taking the easy road. You know what I'm saying? Like fast money,
Right.
fast everything, and then even doing the music that way, thinking that I can pop faster if I go mainstream and
Right.
things
Right.
like that. If God's not in it, man, what's the deal?
I can say that it's the same way you got it fast, it can end that same speed. Like it can
Yeah.
end in that same speed. And I was a product of that too. Like you can get all the money from drugs, you can get all the money from secular, you can get all the money from mainstream or whatever, but you could lose it the next
Hmm.
day. You could And I feel like with God and His power and His glory, His riches don't end.
Yeah.
Like I feel like God is because He's eternal. He's eternal. So like
Hmm.
if you do everything through Him, it's just no way to lose. Like and it's so cliche to say that, but it's just like it's very true once you walk in and you walking in alignment with Him. Cause like I was doing it and I thought I was talented. I was like, why the music not popping? I think it's good. So sometimes even if you blessed in that,
Hmm.
it might be a little weird,
Hmm.
and you might need to like check your heart posture and just like really check your faith
Yeah.
in who am I serving for real? Because yeah, if you serving the devil and it's not God,
Yeah.
and you seeing that you're going up and you think it's because God blessing me. People got different gods. People got
Yeah.
different gods, and the people got I don't know. You can get like I said, you can get blessed by the devil. So like I said, and in that field, like you don't know who's who. So it's like, all right, now I'm in the devil's field. I don't know if my friend is trying to betray me. I don't know if this people that I'm working with is trying to get me from the back. You never know. So like with God, it just you can use discernment. You know the people around you are godly, so it ain't gonna be no weird business. Like
Hmm.
you never know, because you can make all this money, but you can have somebody that's on your team behind your back trying to kill you, trying to set you up stuff
Boy.
like that. But when you would, you know what I'm saying? We know everybody faith led and Christ led.
Yeah.
You gotta, even if they not discernment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Yeah.
I want to ask you about when you got baptized and when you put the secular pen down, right?
Yeah.
And you say you took time, you got in your word.
Yeah, I had to take time.
You just let the Lord just kind of
Hmm.
move. What was that transformation like for you?
Like literally, it was crazy because like that was another thing I had to go to God and pray about because I used to make money through my secular music still, like my music videos, like I
Oh,
not a lot, but just like some little change or
yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And either way, I paid a lot of money to um put these videos and music out. So I was like, dang God, like I got to
Hmm.
delete all this stuff. Like I done spent all this money. I got to delete all this stuff. But it really hit me to when I prayed to God and I heard him say, everything I did for you over here, or everything that was done for you over here, you don't think I could do it for you in my
Mm,
kingdom? Like you don't think I could do it for you? So,
mm.
what was the question again? My fault.
Yeah, no, the transformation of
Yeah,
it,
what was
like,
it like? It was
mm-hmm,
crazy. So, it was like I had a real sense of like it was just power that came over me. Like, all right, bro, I need you to do this for yourself. Cause my mom, we grew up in church, and stuff, so I knew about Jesus, but it was like it's different when you had a relationship for yourself, not like because I'm forced to go try to serve them or stuff like that. So, um, so
mm,
just me really like figuring out and feeling Jesus' love by myself and learning the scripture and actually learning what this mean and getting accountability from this person and
yeah,
being in that community and actually feeling real love. It's like, all right, dang, so this was like being with God. And I had to realize I had to really I didn't want to just go into Christian rap because some people just do that. Like
yeah,
they like, all right, bro, Christian rap seems easy, bro. I can blow in that. So let me just hop in. But me, I'm like, nah, I gotta take my time to really
yeah,
I don't want to disrespect God. Like I ain't trying to just get out here and just yeah, demon kill. Like I ain't trying to just, I want to actually have wisdom because when it's people that don't know about God at all, I
hmm,
want to be a person. Say if a person that only listen to music, and that's the only way they can like grasp things. Like
right,
if the only way they can find Jesus through music, I want to have that music to where like they can jam to it, but really learn something and get wisdom and actually be led to Christ.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people music not for like are leading people to Christ. It's just Christian music. Like I don't
hmm,
know how to explain it, but
yeah,
I want to bring people out of where I was to Him and have music for the people that's already with Christ to just still learn stuff and feel where I'm coming from. Like with in my place that I what's the word for it? Like how I experienced Jesus. Like see
okay,
like me
yeah,
being vulnerable. How I where I met Jesus at and where just
yeah,
taking him through my walk.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine that was a crazy brokenness that you went through.
Yeah, broken. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Still,
yeah,
still broken. Yeah,
yeah, man. So talk to me. You're the youngest of four, right?
I'm the
Or
youngest of five.
youngest of five.
Yeah,
Youngest of
yeah,
five. What is the family thinking about the grind and everything that God is doing? Like,
they love it. And it's helping. And it's transitioning to them. Like it's
oh
not. It's
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's a fire. So it's like they seeing the youngest do this. So they want to deepen their faith and get more into Christ. And you know what I'm saying. I got a Muslim brother, but
oh wow,
Lord willing, he coming. He
yeah,
gonna be here too. But yeah, like
yeah,
it's definitely like sinking into my family, like to where like they seeing it, like wow, like. But it's crazy because at first
hmm,
when I dropped the secular, my family was kind of confused. Everybody was confused. They're like, you sure you want to delete your music? You sure you want to? So they wasn't like just like nah, but they just
yeah,
the belief wasn't really there. But not like
yeah.
now, as like I said, as it's going and as it's continuing, they like yeah, and
Your
they
mom had
feeling.
to believe though, right?
Oh yeah, my mom believe anything I do just because I'm her son, but
Yeah,
for sure, like yeah, we
hmm,
we all was we grew up in the church house, so like they
yeah,
they believe, but they
yeah.
ain't. It just was like
But I mean, even going back to the testimony where you say that you stopped breathing in your mom's stomach,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and she started calling out to God, and
Yeah, it was
God
obedience.
told her that you were going to be
The fruit
on
of her
fire for the
womb is
Lord.
blessed. Yeah,
Yeah,
she knew it was obedience that played in her role too, because it was like she was hearing the spirit of tongues. She was
hmm,
just hearing them, and it was a reason God was speaking to her. But
hmm,
my mom, like I said, we grew up in that. We grew up like that. So she
yeah,
had a relationship for the Lord. So the fact that she was able to drown out the other noise, and just listen to God
hmm,
and be obedient
yeah.
is the reason. Yeah, is the main reason I'm here.
Here's a personal question though. So, what was it like your relationship with your mom and even your siblings at that point when you were in high school and you felt yourself like you were just kind of beating your head up against the wall, you
Hmm.
gotten arrested and different things were happening
Yeah.
and drugs came into your life? What was it like when she saw you slipping away? Did she say you know what? Did she hold on to the faith, or was she kind of shaky in the fact that you were going in this direction that God hadn't planned for?
Yeah, she was yeah, me and my mom ain't really had like the best relationship. I was always a mama's boy, like
Yeah,
cause I'm
yeah,
the
yeah.
youngest. I was
Of
always a
course.
mama's boy, but like, yeah, like high school, I can say that my mom was kind of like worried. She was always worried. She ain't never lose faith, cause like,
Gotcha.
my mom, she gonna keep us no matter what. And by at the end of the day, if I do something wrong, she gonna be on me. She gonna be
Hmm.
on my behind. But she was like just worried. I would say she was in a constant state of
Yeah,
worry, and like
yeah.
my mom ain't the person to just we live off the Bible, so like Jesus tell us not to worry. But my mom was heavy on it because I
Hmm.
was just doing stuff that she ain't never seen, like or never think I would do. Like
Hmm.
I'm telling you, I'm with the worst people. I'm with the worst people. I'm doing the worst things that's going like some stuff I gotta take to the grave with me. But
Yeah,
it's a lot
yeah.
of it's just yeah. My mom she was in worry. That's all I can say. It's a big state of worry.
And was she constantly like in your ear saying, "Hey,
Yeah,
God told you. You know what God told me."
not even that way, but
Hmm.
kinda, but she wasn't like pushing a God on me. She was just pushing like you ain't supposed to be doing this
Hmm.
or yeah, like because I said I wasn't like really chasing God. Like I got distance from God when I was in high school, and I distanced myself from God. Like I just like I knew Jesus and I knew of him, but I wasn't thinking about him at all. Thinking
Yeah,
about a relationship at
yeah.
all, nothing. So and
Mm.
it wasn't like she was enforcing it either, but she knew.
Yeah,
Yeah, she I feel like she knew I was gonna come back around.
yeah.
Like yeah,
And now you're here. You got Miracle Child experience going on. Talk about it. Like, what's
definitely.
it been like? How many cities have you hit?
Just one. I
Just one.
just see. I just started it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about obviously going on a tour with it, but
Okay.
that was just my first show. I just want to do the first one, the first
Okay.
experience, just a real intimate. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Lord was moving in there. Everybody was lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited to see
Mm-hmm.
the different cities I go to with it and bring it around, just so I can really give people that real feel of
Mm-hmm.
why I even call myself this miracle child, or why I go by this, or where the music came from, and just give them like a deeper, more intimate
Yeah.
version of myself, you know? Because
Yeah.
I do a lot of book shows. I be opening for people, so I don't really get to share for
Yeah.
real
Yeah. Yeah.
when I get on stage like that. But this Miracle Child, yeah, it's deep.
Yeah.
That's what I can say. Yeah,
Talk about the label.
the
Talk
label,
about just like
Travel Records.
making the decision to sign. Like, what
Yeah.
was that whole process like for you?
See, yeah, if you know me, you know I ain't the one to sign. I ain't the one to sign. I even talk about it in some of my songs. I said
Hmm.
some things, you know what I'm saying? But um, it was a I feel like you just gotta have the right people in your circle, the right people in
Right.
your ear. Cause like I said, if I sign a deal, it take a lot. So like they gotta be good, some in some way, or the deal gotta be somewhat. So
Hmm.
what I can say as far as working with Tribal, like obviously the A&R have my dog Bailey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta have good people with you, and trustable and reliable people that's really got the best interest for you. And it's
Oh
not
yeah.
just all right. Like what can I do? What can I get off of him? Let me see. Let me you know what I'm saying? Let me really see how interested he is and how they are in signing
Hmm.
me, and what not of how they just gonna get it or what they can
Hmm.
benefit off me, or just put my music on the shelf and stuff like that. But so far, just working with him has been everything I thought it could be. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like everything I imagine is not has been nothing like nothing that I would question.
Yeah.
Is and if I did question anything, I get the help I need immediately.
Hmm.
Anything that go wrong, you know what I'm saying? Anything that I might look at it and be like, I don't know what this is. They gonna fix
Yeah.
it right away. So like I said, it's been nothing but helpful.
Has
Like
it
nothing
increased the grind?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I figured.
For sure. It just make you want to go harder because you got, you know what I'm
You
saying?
got good people
You
behind
got
you.
good people
Yeah.
behind you, so you
And
wanna
y'all got a squad over there.
squad. It look
Nice
like
squad.
yeah, yeah.
Real nice squad. I
Yeah, it
mean,
look like
y'all are
the
doing some good
Avengers.
recruiting over there. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And man, it's just amazing, man. Talk about Just for Fun 2 coming out.
Just for fun too. So
Hmm.
if you heard the Just for Fun, the regular, the first one,
Dope.
it just
Dope project, bro.
and it's crazy what the idea behind it, because it's like all those songs they get made
Mhm.
within like a day or 2 days, like couple
Really?
they get made. That's why it's called Just for Fun. Like the first one, it was literally like that's why I named it that, Just for
Okay.
Fun, because it's not like literally just for fun. Like it's obviously you gonna hear the word of the Lord in there.
Hmm.
It's gonna be good little fun turn songs, but it's just five, just five random songs that I picked from the music I've been making.
The Arsenal, yeah.
I put them together in the same type of style that I think that go together,
Hmm.
and I give them to people because sometimes I be like, my fans know that I just be snipping in a lot of music. I just be posting snippets and never drop the songs.
Yeah, yeah,
So like
yeah.
I just be like, all right, let me just put this out since while I'm working on something else. I got an EP coming, an album
Mhm.
I'm working on. So I'm like, all right, I ain't dropped nothing in a minute. Let me just give them just this for fun. Let me just give them these 5 songs. But they be some stuff. It be heat in there. It be
In
heat
a
in there. But
minute. So
it's
you always dropping. You
it
got the
seemed like it, don't it?
spring, summer,
It be yeah, I
fall.
try to put it out, but the two is basically literally the same as number one, but I feel like all the tracks is like updated in a way or
Mhm.
upgraded in a way. Um, yeah, I really wouldn't know how to explain it besides
Yeah.
it just a part two of the first one,
Yeah.
just you know,
Yeah.
elevated.
What's some advice that you can give out there to the young grinders like yourself that are doing music for God?
Yeah,
They're not sure if they want to do this full time, so they got one foot in, one
right.
foot out. What's some advice that you can give to them to just say, you know what, here's my best advice from going independent to signing to a label. The grind doesn't stop, but this is what you can do to keep yourself motivated.
I would say always have both feet in, especially
Yeah,
if you know.
yeah,
That's what you want to do. Have both feet in. You can't be one foot in, one foot out if you want to make it. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And that's how a lot of them are. Just want I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do that. But both feet in. And I would say this because 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10, you
hmm
should go in Christian music, making music for the Lord. You should go in through prayer and just submitting your life to him and knowing that this is what he calls you to do. Because not
right,
everybody is called to make music for the Lord. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
not everybody, you think, some people think it's just a outlet to get into, let me just make Christian rap because it's going to be easy. But like
hmm
I tell everybody, I just say, no, make sure you're doing it for the right reason. And that's
hmm
to glorify him, bring people to the kingdom and not just, yeah, bro, it's Christian rap. It's easier to do it than the mainstream. So
yeah,
I feel like always making sure your heart is postured in the right place, and that's for the Lord, and just having both feet in. Like I say, be 100% in it.
hmm
Give everything you got, literally. Like, and don't let like nothing stop you. Don't let no lies from the enemy stop you or tell you you're not
hmm
good enough. Tell you to, you know what I'm saying? Just I feel like yeah, just it sounds just cliche, just like yeah, keep going, but seriously, like 110% in
yeah,
and knowing that the Lord is backing you on it, backing
yeah,
you on the decision you made to even start it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I've heard you give shout outs to a lot of the artists, South Florida, Central Florida,
yeah.
a lot of folks you've worked with and even just kind of, come up with.
Mm.
Are you thinking about doing something for yourself, like a small collective or, artists that you've been following and you like, I like how young boy's moving. I like how he's moving. I see
Yeah.
what he's trying to do and I
I
want to
done
bring him
thought
under my
about it.
wing?
Yeah, I done thought about it for sure.
Okay.
I done thought about it, and I kinda already be doing that when I like, cause if you notice, I don't do a lot of features, but like
I did notice that.
I got a couple features with some of my homeboys and I got a
Mm-hmm.
couple with some of the similar or some of the same people,
Mm-hmm.
um, that I
Yeah.
believe in. But yeah, I done thought about it for sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good, man. That's really good. And then last thing for you, what about different ministries God's been calling you to? Have you like attached yourself to some of the ministries of like I guess um, corrections of the things that you did in your past, where you see young men going down that path, and you're like, you know what? I want to stop them. I want to prevent them from going down that path. Like, have you tapped into the prison ministry? Have you tapped into like the juvenile detention centers and things like that? Like, where do you find that you're gonna get the most reception for the life you left behind?
I got asked to do that a couple times just for
Okay.
the juvie centers and around in Jacksonville
Yeah.
where I'm from, and I haven't been there yet, but who I feel like God is calling me to, which I feel like He's definitely calling me to them
hmm
in a way, but I feel like He's definitely calling me to like the youth. So I catch myself like even like low key discipling some of my young bros because it's like I was where they were, and I see like the patterns that just being 19 and 20.
Yeah.
And that ain't too much younger than I am, but it's just
Right.
like
Right. Right.
around those ages, God was not in my mind at all. Like I was
hmm
not. So the fact that like I can have some of them around me and
hmm
just get to share, bro. Like yo, don't go down this path because like this is the path you want to go down, and it's already great that you're even thinking about following God at
hmm
19, 20. Because I wasn't.
hmm
I was on the really wrong path.
hmm
But yeah, I always I do that a lot actually.
Yeah.
Like I be discipling so many like of my young homies, like younger homies. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I feel like that's something God is calling me to. I don't do it off my own will. I
Yeah.
do it. I do it 'cause I feel like I have to, and that's something He's been bringing to me a lot lately. Just like the youth,
Yeah.
like the youth, and I got a lot of this. It's the youth that listen to my music, so I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
even in my shows, that give me a time to just hit them all at once. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because they all in there. But even at my churches, I talk to a lot of different people,
Mm-hmm.
younger people. So I just do that, just being me.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. If somebody around me and they're seeking wisdom and they're younger than me, I got something for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For
One of my
sure.
favorite things that I've heard you say is that you can go to jail for free, you can
Yeah.
die for free, you can give your life to Christ for
You
free.
can't all of it free.
And I think that's just amazing, man. I think people need to really tap into what that means in their own like, realm of thinking like, okay, I could die, I can go to prison.
Yeah, you been doing
or I
your
can-
research.
Oh, I do, man. I do. Yeah, I want to know everything
I
about
forgot I
people.
said that, but yeah, for
I want to
sure.
have I like having conversations and not
Yeah.
just like interviewing people.
Yeah, facts.
But just being able to say, okay, I heard you talk about this, but
Yeah.
let's expand upon that.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
man.
that's true. That's one of the most true. That's all of it's free. It's like you
Yeah.
just gotta pick one.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody where they can find you, how they can follow you and support you on social media.
Everywhere, all social medias, all platforms. Keon Boone, KIJANBOONE. Yeah, just my first and last name. You can find me everywhere on that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, look, thank you for coming through.
Thank you.
Appreciate you doing the interview.
Yes,
It was
sir.
good to talk to you. Like I said, I've been wanting to talk to you for a good minute now.
Amen.
Trackstarz, man, you're welcome to come back anytime you're in Atlanta. Just hit us up and let us know
sir.
you're here. And man, we got a seat at the table for you.
Man, thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
And you're in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. Lego.
Yes, sir. Ski.
Oh, hold on, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, back in the okay. Yeah, you're in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Shantana, DJ Jeremiah. What did I say at the end? I don't ever sit here, so I'm always forgetting what
Yeah.
it said. Hold up. I'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
It's- Yeah, I'll let that slide. That'll be enough.
Amen.
That'll be enough. Nah, man, thank you so much, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.
So you y'all are going over to the Fix, right?
Mhm.
And 107.9. So we on the same station as the Fix. We come on Sundays. That's us. Yeah, Sirius.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's Holy Culture Radio, Sirius XM channel 140. They have a show on Saturdays. We have a show on Sunday.